Hello everyone, this is Dan once again, and I'm just here doing a follow-up review of the Ruger SR9c. If you saw my previous review, my first impression review of this particular pistol, that was me just grabbing it right out of the box without firing it, and just the way it felt, just describing the way it felt and how I perceived it without actually putting any rounds down range. So, I think that's a pretty good review to use, just the initial impression. You can learn a lot about a particular firearm just from the way it feels and handles without actually firing it. But when it's all said and done, how it throws lead down range is really what it's all about. So I actually got a chance to go ahead and throw some rounds down range on this of various different weights and styles. Did about 150 rounds of each through those guys downrange, and had a good time doing it, and was very impressed with the performance of the Ruger SR9c. For a small, compact 9mm, a lightweight 9mm, the accuracy is just outstanding, and very minimal recoil. You're able to re-engage your target very rapidly with minimal recoil. So that's just an outstanding feature of this weapon. The dual recoil springs that it has just did a phenomenal job of soaking up all that recoil and allowing me to keep my targets on range rapidly and reliably. And also the sights. Once again, as I said from my previous review, the sights were excellent. It allowed me to acquire the target very easily. I wish they were night sights, but in daytime situations, this is just an outstanding set of sights here. So I'm going to go through the rounds that I used in this. And first off, I started off with the Federal. This is a 9mm round, 115 grain. I like this because it's cheap and it gives you relatively good performance for a inexpensive target round. The cost to benefit ratio is very, very good with this round. You're not spending a lot of money, but you're getting some pretty good accuracy. There's some pretty good representation of your weapon with this. Next, I use the Sealer and Billot 9mm. I also fired this in the 15 grain and the 124 grain. This is another one that when you can find it, it's actually a very good round. This is approaching match grade quality right here, and you just can't beat the value of this. You can typically pick this up for $10 a box. Sometimes even cheaper than that, just depending if you catch it on sale. So outstanding, definitely recommend it. It goes sometimes, I do have to mention, it does go as high as $13 a box, but still, it's a great value for the performance that you're getting. Next, I use the Fiachi jacketed hollow point here. This is I used the 124 grain of this particular round, and this is a truly outstanding practice round if you're trying to cycle hollow point through a weapon to see how it is going to respond. Granted, this probably isn't the greatest. This probably isn't the greatest self-defense round you're going to use, but in a pinch, this will do a good job, an adequate job in self-defense. Plus, this gets you a lot of good practice. It fires a little bit hot. This is not a plus P cartridge, but it has a little bit of that feel out of most guns. So it definitely gets you some good practice in. Then next, actually, these are some reloads that I use. These are actually plus P jacketed hollow point reloads, 147 grain, and this is some hot stuff, and some good reloads that I bought from my local range. And I really like breaking guns in with this stuff that are able to fire the plus P rounds. They make some good rounds and really push your gun through a trial by fire. And lastly is one of my personal favorite self-defense rounds for the 9mm is the Speeder Gold Dot. This is just good, high performance personal protection rounds. It just really, there are very few rounds that are better than this, in my opinion. So if you can pick this up, definitely go and grab it. So let me actually show you a couple of targets that I used. Now, whenever I break in a pistol, I usually try and shoot from 25 and 50 yards. Now, you might ask, why do I shoot at such long distances, considering this is a compact pistol where, if I'm actually going to use it, I'm probably only going to engage it at 7 yards at most. Well, the reason I do that is if a pistol is accurate at 25 yards, you know that you're going to be driving nails through a wall at 7 yards at actual engagement distances. So you just can't beat that. And plus, the added bit of skill that you need to shoot at 25, 50 yards really adds to your overall accuracy at closer range. Keeps your hand steady, keeps your eyes focused. It's just a all-around great way to practice. Now, the first target I have here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is rapid fire. This was with the 124 grain sealer and billet. This is 50 rounds. And I just had a good time with that. Rapid fire from 25 yards, that is some damn good accuracy. Probably not match grade, as I said, not match grade, but this is some pretty good accuracy. There's some pretty tight groups here. Just picking the gun up and just firing as fast as I can, reload and firing as fast as I can. That shows you that you can really get back on target very rapidly and acquire your target very rapidly. Now, right here is a mixed bag at 25 yards also. I used some of my Speeder Gold Dots in this, and then also used some of the Federal. As you see with the Federal, excuse me, let me zoom back a little bit. As you see with the Federal, I had a few flyers there, but all in all, that is some pretty damn good accuracy. And I'm just very impressed at how this particular gun shoots at 25 yards. And then, last but not least, 50 yards. This is 50 yards. It took me a minute to get sighted in at 50 yards with this weapon, but once I got sighted in, I had a field day. When you have a 3-inch barrel drilling bullseyes like this at 50 yards, in my opinion, that is a very effective handgun. Really don't have anything else other to say than that. I'm impressed. This is definitely going to be my carry piece, and I have no doubt that if I have to use this to protect myself or my family, that this is going to perform admirably and will come out all right. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you have a chance, this is a great handgun to purchase. Outstanding for self-defense, outstanding for range practice. And let's not forget, even though this is a compact 9mm, you can use the full SR9 magazines, 17-round magazines, and give you the full-size grip. So this is a great dual-purpose gun. If you don't have one, get one. You will not be disappointed. And this is Dan once again. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope this helps Ruger, American-made company, American-made weapon. Please pick it up. Have a good day, guys.